Hi guys. Okay, so I want to talk about resolves. I think it's really important to stick to resolves because usually we make them at a time of crisis in our life when we realize we need to make a change. Excuse my hair and makeup, it is not perfect. Anyways, what's really important about it is that we choose these things because we know we need change. And then we can get caught up in life and, because sometimes it goes good, sometimes it goes bad. And we get caught up in those good moments and think that we don't really have to stick to our resolves. But the whole thing is we make those resolves for a reason. Now, hold on. What I just want to say is, it's really important to stick to these resolves because they shape our life. Resolves have the potential to change our destiny as well as our generation's destiny. People observe and they notice when people make right choices and go against the grain. I'm not afraid to say that I'm a huge geek when it comes to life. I'm not scared to try something different. I'm not scared to go against the grain. Like, everybody else does something, and pretty much if I look at a lot of people doing the same thing, well, I'm not going to do that because most people are unhappy. Most people have mediocre, disappointing lives. And that's not as an insult, but it's just saying that's not what I want for my life. I'm just going to use this as a loose example, but hey, I've been there, so I'm not talking as no experience, but the whole relational thing, relationships, these days it's not anything to scream about. People want so bad to belong to someone and to have someone care about them. And they just jump into the arms of anything and anyone who will look at them. And I have been there. I have a daughter, I know from experience, I went through rough stages in my life. I know how lonely things can be. And, I would rather feel lonely than heartbroken. People need to get to the point where they're willing to deal with that loneliness, because loneliness to some extent is a choice. If you're going to be sitting there alone and being like, oh, well, if I had someone to sit here with me, I don't want to be happy, or oh, I just wish someone would be holding me right now, and I wish somebody was here to share this moment with me. Come on now. Nobody is there. I'm not trying to say this as an insult, but nobody is. Sometimes you're just alone. Our life is not a movie. It's real life, and every second that passes, we will not get back. Okay? Get over it. Stuff happens. And often, we face stuff alone. It's a fact of life. In this world, we will face tribulation. But there is hope. And I've found it. And I'm not willing to let it go. And I'm just hoping that everyone who watches this will realize there is hope. There is hope. And if you're one of those people that people have made feel downgraded and less superior, don't listen to them. There's hope. Who cares? People can be so cruel. Forget about it. People don't even know half the things they do. They're nuts. People are nuts. I wouldn't listen to them. What you need to listen to is good things. You need to listen to positive things. Don't listen to things that make you feel depressed. Don't listen to things that reinforce negative feelings. You need to listen to those things that go against the grain. Listen to those things that are totally revolutionary. Listen to ideas that go against today's culture of you have to fit into this way. You have to act like this. You have to have this type of person, and you have to be this type of person, and you have to have this type of life. No, you don't. You really don't. Okay? I am not rich. I would say I'm wealthy because I have great wisdom. I'm wealthy in wisdom. I'm wealthy in family. And I'm wealthy because I just am taken care of. The Lord is my provider. I don't have to worry about anything. Every need I have that comes up is met. I'm not going without ever. And to most of the world, that would be considered wealthy. You would be a queen in the eyes of people living in Africa or Ethiopia, starving to death. People who don't have a home, let alone a fridge with even a jug of milk. Running water, unheard of. Doctors that we can go sit in waiting rooms. No, not free healthcare. Not out there, no. So be thankful. Now, I know I'm being kind of blunt, but I'm feeling in a blunt mood, so get used to it. And besides that, yeah, you should see what happened tonight. We're like, you know, I was going somewhere. The one thing I just looked at and grabbed was my CAA card randomly. And that's not something I do normally. It just so happened that my friend's car gets stuck at the end of the driveway in a snowdrift. I'm like, whoa, I have my CAA card. It was so random. So here's what I'm saying. Don't betray your resolves that you make when you're in crisis. Think of them and keep them on your mind. Always remember those times. Stay true to yourself. And don't listen to the lies of you're lonely just because your mind is feeding that to you. Because that's just a thought. That's just like if you're thinking, you know, I don't know, I don't even care to come up with an example. But, no. You know, start really taking value in what you have. Be thankful, because that is the route to happiness. A thankful heart is a happy heart. And it's true, I know from experience. So guys, take care. Peace. And I'm really sorry. My mind's like totally out there. I'm just have so much energy right now. And I need to go to bed. So, good night.